This country needs every ounce of energy to restore itself. The costs of government are all assessed upon the people. This means that the farmer is doomed to provide a certain amount of money out of the sale of his produce, no matter how low the price to pay his taxes. The manufacturer, the professional man, the professional woman, the clerk must do the same from their income. The wage earner, often at a higher rate, with income tax, with his or her earning, makes their contribution perhaps not directly, but indirectly in the advance cost of everything he or she buys. Like today, food, gas. Inflation is a tax upon all of us. The expenses of the government reach everyone. And to a certain extent, the rich are sort of insulated. But eventually, it'll reach into their pockets as well. Taxes take from everyone a part of his or her earnings and force everyone to work for a certain amount of time for the government. And when we come to realize that the yearly expenses of the government are, wait for it, of this country are about the sum of $7,500,000,000, and we get this $700 million is needed by the national government, and the rest by the local government. I know such a sum is difficult to understand. It represents all the pay of 500 million wage earners receiving $15 per hour per day and working 300 days in the year. And if the government should add $100 million of expense, it would represent 4 days more work of these wage earners. And these are some of the reasons why I want to focus on the economy and cutting down public expense. My first day in office, if you elect me, will be to end the federal income tax for all Coloradans. I want the people of Colorado to be able to work less for the government and more for themselves. I want them to have the rewards of their own industry. This is the chief meaning of freedom. And until we can establish where the earnings of the people can be kept by the people, we are bound to suffer a very severe curtailment of our freedoms. These results are not fanciful. They're not imaginary. They are grimly actual and real, reaching into every household in the land. And they take from each home annually an average of over $300. And taxes, they must be paid. Contrary to anything, they're not a voluntary contribution to be met out of your surplus earnings. They come first before anything else, and they are a stern necessity. And it is only after what is left that the basic needs can be paid. That of food, housing, clothing, and even the luxuries that we want. And the entertainments that we so desire. And the comforts of home can be secured. And the yearnings of the soul for a broader and more abundant life gratified when the government affects a new economy. It grants everybody a life pension with which to raise the standard of existence. It increases the value of everyone's property through inflation and raises the scale of everyone's wages. One of the greatest favors that can be bestowed upon the American people and the people of Colorado is economy in government and staying out of people's sex lives. So, in November 8th, vote for Marla Fernandez so we can have economy in government and restore our freedoms. I promise to defend the Constitution and to raise your voice and protect your personal freedom. Vote for Marla Fernandez. Thank you very much.